And again, I'm in the big blind with sevens. Now, this Pavlovich guy is insane. You can see he's only at 33-28 when I start the final table. But I'll talk about his numbers later on. Now, I talked earlier about 3-betting pairs. I don't like to often 3-bet pairs, but this guy was 3-bet folding quite frequently. You can see I'm going to check his numbers. And his 3-bet fold is right here. Fold to 3-bet. He's 4-6, 67%. It's not that high. But I kind of thought, final table, he's going to fold to some 3-bets. And he had started doing this min-raising in a lot of hands. He also showed a hand down with this Poker Brat guy. He had 7-8, and Poker Brat had 10-4. So he min-raised early position. Poker Brat defended his big blind, hit 2-pair, and Pavlovich hit a straight with 7-8 offsuit. And it was, what the heck? You gotta understand. You just at the final table, he's min-raising 7-8 offsuit early position. It just made no sense. So I thought, you know what, he can have any 2 here, and I chose to raise. And this is exactly why I don't like 3-betting sevens, because it becomes so exploitable if you can't call a 4-bet, and now you're going to end up folding a big hand. But I did it anyways. It worked earlier. It seemed to work anyways. But it didn't seem to work here, so I didn't like it. He 4-bets here. I basically have to fold. I don't have a choice. I thought about it for a while, but I just didn't really have a choice but to fold. So, I fold here. And, he makes it like 103,000 more. It's like almost a min raise, and it's just like, really, I want to jam here. And again, one of the things that I was going to say too is that in high stakes, you can almost jam here profitably when it's cutoff versus big blind. Like, I think these are often spots that low stakes and high stakes really differ. But I think he always has a hand here. I actually use a bunch of my time bank because I was really considering jamming. I still don't know the payouts at this point. Like, I don't know that it pays $6,900 for first, and I'm like, okay, like, I know I've made like $500, but I don't know it pays $6,900. I mean, I guess if I did the math, I would know. But at this point, I'm like, if I jam here, is he going to call? What's he going to have? He could have ace-king. He's not going to fold. Like, it just doesn't seem to make sense. And it also, because I'm so deep, I have 800K. I don't have 100 big blinds, but I have a good stack. So I just chose to fold. It just seems like the right thing to do. Now, you can see here I open with ace-jack offsuit. And I wanted to show this hand. I don't end up in it. I'm in it. This Poker Brat jams. Now, I had decided, this Poker Brat lost a hand earlier. He had 600K. He lost a 300K hand. To ship this, please, doubled up against him. He had 6s, ship this, please, at aces. And he gets all upset that he ran a pair into a pair again and starts using all his poker lingo and was freaking out. And I just felt, with the amount I was raising, he was jamming. I just felt like he was jamming air here. And I was going to call. I had already made up my mind when he jammed I was going to call, but then something weird happens. This Black Aces guy who hasn't really played any hands, you can see I have 400 hands on him, and he's at 17-14, so he's pretty tight. And he's going to, I believe, jam over top. And I'm already looking everything up with Poker Brat. His 3-bet percentage was 7%, and I just started thinking because he was short and tilty, whatever. But then as soon as Black Aces folded, I just snap folded. And you can see he did have air, but he hits, which is good for me later on. But anyways. So, the next hand I have kings, and I'm going to open. You can see Black Aces just lost the hand. With the 6-7, but yeah, he actually said sorry, so that's okay because he said sorry. So it's kings versus tens. I end up winning this hand, which is great. It's a great hold, back over $1 million, which is also great.